Good afternoon. It's Thursday, March 30th, 2017. For All Western New York News and Radio, I'm Scott Leffler. National Weather Service calls for rain today, mainly after 2 p.m. with a high near 45. More rain overnight with patchy fog between 1 a.m. and 4 a.m. and a low around 36. Friday offers more rain, more patchy fog, and an afternoon high around 52. What's in the news? A reported bomb threat at Urban Park Towers in Lockport has Lockport's Main Street, east and west, closed down for as much as an hour. Police say they're not currently releasing any information and they're still assessing the situation, but we'll bring you more details when we have them. Congressman Brian Higgins says that cost estimates previously presented to putting the train station at Central Terminal versus Canalside were badly skewed, and a new estimate, which he presented in a letter, makes Central Terminal the more affordable option. The final train station selection committee meeting is scheduled for 9 a.m. April 20th at the offices of the Empire State Development Center. Higgins also spoke on the floor of the House of Representatives, concerned about how recent actions by the Trump administration to stall fuel economy standards could impact consumers, the environment, and U.S. security. He called the decision cowardly and misguided. As part of a comprehensive effort to resist voter suppression, New Yorkers have sent nearly 5,000 emails, 2,200 postcards, and petitions, and have made 500 phone calls to Governor Cuomo, demanding that the state fund early voting and automatic voter registration in the budget. New York is one of only 16 states that doesn't have early voting. Joshua Woodbury, age 27 of Rochester, pleaded guilty to possession of child pornography, which carries a maximum penalty of 20 years in prison and a $250,000 fine. Prosecutors say that an FBI agent, while working in an undercover capacity, downloaded 2 video files containing child porn in February of 2016. Those videos were traced back to Woodbury's home. In September of 2016, the FBI also picked up on child porn that they again traced back to Woodbury. An analysis of his telephone revealed multiple videos containing prepubescent children involved in sexual activity. Sentencing is scheduled for June 27th. Daniel Krull, age 44 of Niagara Falls, who was convicted of distribution of child porn following a prior conviction under New York law for possessing a sexual performance by a child, was sentenced to 27 years in prison. Prosecutors said Krull created a Facebook profile under a pseudonym and shared images of child pornography. Bryant Hudson pleaded guilty to structuring transactions before U.S. District Judge Elizabeth Wolford. The charge carries a maximum penalty of 10 years in prison and a $500,000 fine. Assistant U.S. Attorney Michael Adler, who's handling the case, said the defendant was charged in an indictment along with 6 others in connection with a sophisticated drug trafficking organization with ties to a Mexican drug cartel operating out of Los Angeles, California. Police news. 3 people were charged with criminal possession of a controlled substance following a traffic stop early this morning at Seneca and Mineral Springs Roads in Buffalo. Erie County Sheriff Tim Howard says Deputy Bauer made the stop at approximately 2:50 a.m. after observing vehicle and traffic violations. A search of the vehicle turned up more than 1.5 grams of crack cocaine. Charged were 19-year-old Tiffany Dean and 22-year-old Christopher Skinner, as well as the driver, 29-year-old Daniel Albano, who was also charged with traffic infractions. Sports. The Buffalo Bisons and 716 Food and Sport announced that they will hold a special Meet the Team event at 716 from 6 to 9 p.m. on Tuesday. Fans will be able to meet their favorite Bisons mascot starting at 6 p.m., and then at 7 p.m., Bisons players will arrive at the restaurant following their first team workout at the ballpark. The Bisons will have special door prizes for fans at the Meet the Team event and will update fans on all planned things for the special 30th season at Coca-Cola Field, which begins April 6th against the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders at 2:05 p.m. Jack Eichel will throw the ceremonial first pitch at that game. Wednesday's Think So Joe show is conveniently available for download at allwesternnewyorkradio.com. Joe and Brian played some local music, of course, and Joe gives a spot-on review of Rocky II. The Think So Joe show airs live every Wednesday on All Western New York Radio from 6 to 8 p.m. Corey McKnight takes the Rochester music scene to task in Wednesday's edition of Corey Comments On, also available for download. And don't miss Bob Confer's column this morning about brown creepers, which are apparently birds that are difficult to see or hear. Sounds like they're preparing for an attack, but maybe that's just me. #BirdWar. Okay, that's the news. For All Western New York News and Radio, I'm Scott Leffler. Have a great day.